Okay, for Salsa Rojo, this sauce, you can see everything we need to make it is in front of us, plus 5 cups of water. First thing I'm going to do is take the chilies guajillo, open these up, take out the stems on the end and the seeds, and the chilies del bol, which are these little guys, and then I'm going to add those with half of the water, put that into a stock pot and simmer away for about 20 minutes or so. I'm going to take that liquid then, let it cool off for a while, and stick it through a food processor, turn everything into a fine liquid, and then sieve that to get all of the juice possible without any of the skin that's left from these, which is going to be a little bitter. Once we have that, we're going to take the onion, the garlic, the salt, a little olive oil, and some more water, and we're going to cook that to make the salsa rojo. Now, to do a chili guajillo, all we're going to do is take the stem off. You can see all the seeds coming out of it already. I'm just going to slice it lengthwise, tear them up, and then I'm just going to use my fingers to sweep out the seeds. And if it's really bad inside still, I'll just run them under the faucet to wash out the rest. To my English friends, the tap, because they're probably laughing at me using the word faucet. Now all we have to do is repeat that 24 more times, and we'll have the peppers ready. There we have the rest of the ingredients for the salsa rojo. I've got 1 white onion, 10 cloves of garlic, and 2 teaspoons of salt. Here we are with the chili mix for the salsa rojo. I'm just going to blend these down, all the way down to as thin a paste as I can get them, and then we're going to put it through a sieve, so that all we're going to do is keep the liquid and none of the skin, the paste that we're going to be making as we blend all this together. Now this is going to take a couple of minutes. You want to really get it down so you can't see any solid in there whatsoever. But believe me, even though it's going to look like a completely liquid soup, when I put it through the sieve, all of the solid is going to collect out, and there is probably going to be about 5 or 6 tablespoons of solid left in the filter once we've done it, and we can keep the sauce. The other pan I have on the stove behind this is the guajillo peppers and the arbols that we're making for the chili sauce that we use to season the tortillas when we make enchiladas. Now the rojo and the chili sauce are going to be best used when you're doing a cheese enchilada or a beef enchilada, and we're going to use the salsa verde for the chicken or fish or anything like that. You can see this is turned almost down to a complete and utter liquid. I'm going to give this a minute or 2 longer, and then I'll get the sieve and stir everything up, so you can see what I mean about pouring this stuff through and getting the sauce left, so we can put the final ingredients together to make this sauce. So to strain this, we're just gently going to pour it through the filter, and we want to keep as much of that liquid as we possibly can. So as I just stir this through, you can start to see the thickening inside of the funnel, and that is the stuff that's going to be quite bitter. So we'll just push that through. We're going to let this all finish filtering out. You can see the stuff I'm talking about we're being left with. We're going to save as much juice as we can, and that is the base for the salsa rojo sauce. For the salsa rojo, we're just going to caramelize this everything a little bit. I want it to be sauteed at least until it becomes translucent. I'm going to give it a few minutes head start before we add the garlic, and then once we get all of that cooked through, we will add that to the strained liquid that we made with the guajillo peppers, add some more water, and then we'll let that cook for a little bit longer. Get all those flavors nice together. Okay, now for the salsa rojo, Now we've got the sauce strained, I'm just going to take the onions and the garlic that we sauteed. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. And I'm going to add another cup of water. And we're just going to let that boil, simmer away for about 15-20 minutes. We'll let it cool down. And then we'll blend the final sauce all together. And we can put that aside to cool. And that'll be ready to make enchiladas when I am. Be a nice surprise for my mother-in-law when she's here next week. And I won't have to spend hours prepping sauces and things in the kitchen beforehand. I've got enough in this pan as I'm doing a double batch to do a couple of rounds of enchiladas, so that'll keep me going for a couple of weeks. And I can get all the prep stuff done in one day, which is kind of nice. If I'm going to do one sauce, I generally will make a batch of everything and just freeze it or keep it in the fridge until I'm ready to use it.